Namaste. Welcome to another edition of Magick La Croix Speaks. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a good week amidst all this madness that's going on. I am the one and only Magick La Croix, and I have a real treat for y'all today. Very special guest, good witch, powerful witch. Please welcome Miss Queena Swordz.
Okay. Hi,
Yes.
everybody. Stop bitching and start witching.
That is your
What's
mantra,
up?
isn't it?
Yes, yes. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Sure.
Yes, guys. Showing off my new belt. Don't pay me no mind.
I
Anyway,
love
what's
that.
up?
Love that.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Mhm.
for those of us who don't have no idea who Queen of Swords is, why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
Okay. Hi, everybody. I hear an echo. My name is Simone, but everybody calls me Swords. So I'm known as Swords. I'm from Jamaica. I was born and raised in Jamaica. And right now, I currently live in New York. I'm enjoying my life here in New York for now.
Okay.
And that's it. Out here
Okay.
chilling in New York.
Okay. All right. And give us a little background on your name, the Queen of Swords. What's the reason behind that?
Oh, my name Queen of Sword. Okay, Swords. Everybody call me Swords for short, right?
Mhm.
I'll turn down this a little bit. You hear me?
I can hear you. You're fine.
You hear my cat in the background? Told you he
Yeah,
was
I
gonna
hear.
do that. Told you. All right, so my name is Swords. How I got that name? Okay, let me see. In 2009, right?
Hmm.
I bought a new tarot card deck around 2009, 2010. That's when I first became conscious. I was experimenting with the tarot cards, because the tarot cards helps you with your third eye,
Yes.
it improves the intuition if you keep using it.
Right.
So I decided to get a tarot card deck. It was my first tarot card deck. I have like five decks now,
Hmm. Hmm.
but that was my first deck. So you know how they say you have to break it in, you have to sleep with the
Yeah.
tarot card deck under your pillow. So I did the
Yeah.
whole thing, and then one night I was like shuffling the cards, and I said to myself while the candle was lit and everything. I had the whole thing set up, the candlelight. I shuffled the
Right.
cards, and I was like, which one of these cards represents my energy? So I asked that question while I was shuffling the card. And then I
Okay.
shuffle the card, and then when I pull it out, Queen of Sword came out. So I put
Ah.
it back in. I didn't know what it meant at that time.
Right.
I didn't know what it meant at that time. The Queen of Sword, the name of the card. I was just
Right.
like experimenting. So I did it again. I put the card back in the shuffle, and I closed my eyes, and I said it again. I'm like, which one of these cards represents my energy? I shuffle the cards again, close my eyes, pull it out. Queen of Swords came out again. So I
Okay.
put it back in. I did it at least for the fifth time. I did it five times, and Queen of Sword came out five times, even with my eyes closed. So I
Wow.
thought that was strange because you ever hear anybody shuffle a deck five times and the same card come out? Like,
Not five
I'm
times,
like,
no.
yes, I did it five times. I was like, let me stop doing it before another card comes out. But five cards, the five times I did it, it was Queen of Swords. So I'm like, let me see what Queen of Sword means. So when I look it up, I'm like, oh my God, that's how I am. It describes me to the T. Like I'm
Okay.
like, yo, that's how I am for real. You know. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, so yeah, it describes me to the T. My personality, especially being a Capricorn, it
Mm.
describes, my energy.
Right.
And so I started calling my name Queen of Sword because I felt like the spirit gave me that name because it was a spiritual moment. Because
Right.
that's not a coincidence. I didn't think that was a coincidence.
No, no.
So
I would.
that's
I was gonna say, just 5 times in a row. Yeah, that's
yes, I swear it happens 5 times. I couldn't believe it. I'm like,
yeah.
5 times.
That's what's up. That's
So
what's up.
so I started calling myself Queena Swordz, but everybody call me Swords for short.
Okay. Okay.
So I take on that name. That name's fit me well.
Okay. Okay. And how long have you been in the occult?
I've been in the occult since 2000 and around 2008, 9, around there. That's when I became more conscious. You can hear me? Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear you now.
that's what
Yeah.
I yeah that's when I became more conscious actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because a friend of mine passed away and I was very depressed. I've noticed that a lot of people they wake up when they going through a lot in life. Like that was like I was like in a bad time around that time. Like I was
Okay.
very depressed.
Okay.
And I noticed a lot of people wake up when they're going through shit in life. It's
Mm-hmm.
like you getting your ass kicking, that should just wake you up.
Right.
So I don't know. I was just very depressed one day and I was like very extremely depressed and I was down and I was talking to myself like, why am I here?
Mm-hmm.
Am I here to suffer? I kept saying that to myself. Am I here to suffer? Like, why am I always suffering? I kept saying that. I'm like, and I was actually crying like a bitch. Yes, I was. I was like, why am I was like, yes, I was like, why am I going through all this shit? I
Right.
was like, who am I? I was saying it to myself, who am I? I was basically suicidal. Like I was that depressed. I was like basically like close to suicide. And I was
Mm.
down and I was gonna do it and I was down and I was like I was gonna actually do it. And I was just laying there thinking about getting ready to do it, like to just swallow a bunch of pills and just die. That's what I was thinking at that time. I
Wow.
was that depressed, because my
Mm-hmm.
friend had passed away and I was stressed out, at that time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really conscious. But
Okay.
while I'm sitting there like basically crying, I heard a voice go, "Sun God." While I was sitting there, while I was laying there, I heard a voice say, "Sun God." So it's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it wasn't me. I heard a voice in my head go like a whisper. It was like a whisper, "Sun God." So I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking to myself, what is a sun god? Like I didn't know what it
Right.
was. So I googled it. I'm like, let me see what sun god means because there was nobody in the house with me when I heard the voice. I said sun god. So I looked up sun god and I got led into the Egyptian story. You know that Egyptian story about
Ah,
sun
I
god.
do. Mm-hmm.
So that's how I woke up. I started studying the Egyptian thing because I heard a voice say sun god. While I kept
Okay.
saying, why am I here? Why
Okay.
am I suffering? Am I here to
Okay.
just live and die? What is my purpose?
Right. Okay.
I kept asking, and and that's how it all started. I just started studying because of that was one of the reasons. Yeah.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
was since 2009.
2009.
I
Okay.
started getting into
That's
it.
that's
Yeah.
an interesting way to come into the occult. You know. What's your actual specialty in the occult?
Oh, my actual specialty is to me. I heard the echo. To me, communicating with the dead. To me, that's my specialty because, yeah, they call it necromancy. They have so
necromancy.
many words for
Hmm.
it.
Yeah,
Um,
necromancy.
yeah, that's more. I like that word. I like that word, necromancy.
Mhm.
Necromancy. Yeah, communicating with the dead. I noticed that my specialty is, um, like for example, if somebody want to communicate with their loved ones
Mhm.
and they don't know how to reach them, like I know how to tell the dead, communicate with the dead to enter the person's dream. I don't know how I know how to do it. I think I know how to do it because when my friend died, I practiced communicating with the dead with him. So
Oh,
so that's what makes me so comfortable.
okay. Okay.
But yeah, but communicating with the dead is like one of my specialties. That's
Oh,
one of my favorite. I don't get asked that often, But if I was, I would be so hyped but a lot of people is scared to communicate with the dead, their loved ones.
Yeah. Yeah. People get scared when you just say stuff like dead or communicating with the dead. People are afraid of stuff like that, you know. So it just comes natural to you, the things that you do,
You have,
which is
the communicating with the dead. It didn't come exactly natural.
Mhm.
I have to keep my heart light. I have to keep my heart light to communicate with the dead.
Okay.
Like you have to have a light heart.
Okay.
Give me my opinion, from my experience. Like you
Hmm.
have to have a light, not too judgmental, not too extremely judgmental. That
Right.
helps. You have to have at least some innocence about you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Innocence. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But yeah, it's
All right.
it's it's
So
very easy. It's very easy.
is it easy?
Yeah, it's so simple. All you got to do is talk in your mind
Okay. All right.
because from my studies, I noticed that our mind is actually a dimension. The mind
Okay.
itself is a dimension.
Okay.
So once you're talking in your mind, they're gonna hear you.
Right. Right.
It's
Okay.
simple. Yeah.
What kind of advice would you give, like, to other females to manifest their goals, their spells?
Well,
Come on, come with it.
I hear my echo.
No, you're fine.
You can hear my echo?
No, there's
Oh,
no extra. You're
yes.
fine.
Repeat that question again. I gotta
Oh
make
shit.
sure that
I
question.
was asking, what kind of advice would you give other females to manifest their goals, their spells, their workings?
Be true to yourself. First of all, be true to yourself.
Okay.
That's the only way you. First of all, that's very important. The
Mhm.
only way you could be true to others is being true to yourself. So you have to be true to yourself first.
Right.
That's how recommend that, and um, work on the solar plex. The first bottom three chakras that helps, and if you want to manifest easy, remove any blockage. For example, if you're trying to manifest and you notice that it's not happening, obviously there's a blockage. So you have to
Block.
find out what the blockage is, and that's the fun part, finding out what the blockage is, because it could be anything. It could be anything. But
That's block.
I noticed as I yeah I noticed as I got more into the occult, like I got more advanced. It's like my spirit didn't want me to keep perming my hair. You know what I mean? Like I went natural so I could be more in tune, so I could manifest. You know,
Okay.
yeah, being natural helps you manifest because we are
Natural.
nature. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
being natural helps. It helps.
Okay.
Being natural. You know,
Okay.
so that's one of the reasons why I changed my diet and stuff. But yeah, I noticed that you have to do what works for you because everybody is gonna be different. See, what works for me might not work for the next person. Not some people could smoke marijuana and tap in, and some people can't. Some
Mm.
people could drink and tap in, and some people can't. You have to just experiment and see what works for you. Try different experiments, and trust your intuition.
Okay. Okay. It's
Yeah.
interesting that you say that because I have tapped in with marijuana or weed or whatever you want to call it. I have
Mm-hmm.
tapped in by drinking. I prefer not to do either one anymore, but
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
those are just tools. You see what I'm saying? Did you have any other, like, what are the biggest obstacles do you think hinder females in the occult? Do you have any insight on that?
One of the biggest obstacles is You really want to know?
Yes, let it
From
out.
what I noticed, like they think the main focus is finding a boyfriend, and that's not it. That's a distraction.
Okay.
You know, like yeah, I noticed a lot of girls do that. Like it's like their whole mission is finding a man, and that could be that's a distraction within itself, because the love that you're looking for is in the mirror. You know what I mean? The love
Self-love.
you have to the ego have to become one with the higher self. That's the real
Ah,
soulmate, when the ego and the higher self become one, and the ego
okay.
is working with the higher self.
Right.
The ego is the human part of, the human part of us.
Right.
It
Right.
have to get along with your higher self. So the lower chakra have to meet up by the heart. It's like a meet up. The bottom go up and the top go down. The top chakras. It's a lot of work, because I have to like forgive family members just to tap in.
Mm. You do that?
And you might think that it have nothing to do with the occult, but it have a lot to do with the occult. Occult is basically psychology.
Okay.
hmm You got
Okay.
to do psychology. The biggest obstacle is our parents' programming too.
Programming.
You see,
Like
when we read about occult, yeah, you see,
mm,
like how when I'm talking and you talking and you reading a book, don't
mm,
just go by what we're saying. You got to find your own truth. Find out what's truth for you. And if you
okay.
believe something, check. You know how we believe things? We got to check in, see if it's true. Like, is it true what you believe? You ever check to see if it's a fact?
Yes.
A lot of
But
people just following everybody, and you got to see if it
yeah.
works for you.
Okay. Like Vicky Washington says, fear and religious beliefs. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
A lot of
I,
our people.
I
Go ahead.
suggest that. I suggest that. Yeah, I suggest that women create their own system. Create their own system. Don't follow everybody's system. Create everybody, men and women. Create a system that works for you. You don't have
Create a
to
system.
follow everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I don't have any children. I don't have to do it because everybody doing it.
Right.
I'm just using that as an example. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to do what everybody's doing. And
Okay.
yeah, especially the
Okay.
symbols. Man,
Okay.
I think that if people wearing the symbols, you have to wear the symbols because your higher self tells you to wear the symbols, not because you see me wearing the symbol. You
Mm.
wear the symbol because you're being true to yourself. You're not following somebody. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. But the studying the occult is fun.
It's fun, huh?
I do a lot of experiments.
Can you give us an example?
I did an experiment where I was trying to astral project. When you
Mm-hmm.
astral project when your body's sleeping. For those who
Mm-hmm.
don't know, when your body is asleep while your consciousness is traveling
All right.
to different dimensions. So there's a tactic I tried where it's called sleep deprivation. Like you
Mm.
don't sleep for
A
like
long
you
time.
only sleep for 4 hours every other day.
Mm.
Like you don't sleep in the nighttime, sleep at day. Like you keep doing it until you have a sleep deprivation. Like you don't sleep
Ah,
Monday and only sleep
uh-huh.
4 hours Tuesday. And then Wednesday you sleep 6 hours, and then like that. I kept doing that until I start getting real tired. And when you do that, you can actually come out of your body because the body needs to sleep, not the mind. That was a weird thing I did. Like sleep deprivation makes you project out of your body.
Damn. Okay.
I do a
That
lot of
sounds
experiments. The
powerful.
dancing experiment. Yeah, if you skip Monday and then sleep 4 hours Tuesday and then sleep 2 hours Wednesday and then sleep 4 hours Thursday and then you sleep 2 hours, you know what I mean? You keep messing up your sleep schedule. Keep like how everybody go to sleep. Like we don't have to just change up the whole system and sleep whenever you want to sleep, but not too long. And you see what happens. You will come out your body just like that. I tried it and it
Oh,
happened.
wow. I think I can do this because I sleep very little anyway. I only sleep like maybe 3-4 hours a night. Anyway, I
So
sleep
that's
very well.
perfect.
Yeah, but I've never done that technique. I'm gonna have to try it, the sleep deprivation. But I've actually heard of this being a powerful technique for not just
Yes,
lucid
yes.
dreaming.
I got that from one of my books.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, I've heard of it before.
Yeah, that's a very
Vicky
good
Washington
tactic. If
says,
you don't want to go through all the if you don't want to go through all the hard work, that's the fastest way from what they say
"Oh,
to astral
okay,
project.
astral project."
Um,
Okay. You like doing that, don't you?
oh yeah, oh man, yes. Another way you could astral project too is dancing. Dancing to drums and alcohol could put you in a trance state also.
Hmm.
Um, like hard liquor, like 80% proof and higher. Haitian rum, for example, drinking that while dancing to the drums,
Hmm.
that could make you astral project too. Because I do it with an intention. I'm not just
Right,
drinking to get drunk. People got to realize the difference.
right, right.
It's
You
just
got it.
like sex. It's just like
Mhm.
sex. Are you having sex with an intention? It's the same thing with marijuana. Are you smoking marijuana just to smoke, or are you doing it to tap in?
Let's talk about
You
it.
got to ask yourself that.
Sex. Let's talk about it. Sex.
Huh?
Let's talk about it. Sex.
Ah,
Sex magic.
why my cat messing with me? Come on, Kelly. Kicking your
Sleep
head, yeah.
deprivation. Hello, hello, hey. And yeah, Vicky Washington says own your craft and create your own practices. She said, yeah, it taps on the kundalini. I think what she's referring to is the sleep deprivation, you know. But sex magic, that's a powerful technique.
You on live on your YouTube, right?
Yes, we're live.
I could go on it on my laptop. What's the name of your channel again?
Magic La Croix.
Shut up, Kelly.
I hear it. I hear your cat.
I know. Only when I'm on. Yeah, he's jealous because I'm talking to you guys.
Oh, okay.
Magic.
Yes.
He want to be in the camera too.
Oh, okay. He's fine.
Magical what?
La Croix.
Magical what?
Magic La Croix.
Oh, with a K.
Oh, drumming. She's talking about the drumming. Vicky Washington was talking
L
about the
A no
drumming.
LAQ.
No, LA space CROIX.
Oh man.
You okay?
Oh yeah, I see my big head. I see my big head. Yeah, right. She want to talk about the drums. They said.
No, no, no. She was
What
just
you say about the
confirming
drums?
what you were saying.
Oh yeah, I dance to the drums while I'm drinking the Haitian rum in the dark,
Hmm.
and then I talk
In
to
the dark.
myself. Yeah, I'm a spirit in a body. I say stuff like that. I'm a spirit in a body. You have to convince your human mind that you're a spirit, even though you already know. But you could say you're a spirit, but are you? A lot of people know that they're spirit, but they don't
Hmm.
believe it. That's
Yeah.
why they can't astral project.
Faking the funk.
So yeah, it's like they know their spirit, but you might have to program yourself. So I had to program myself in the beginning to program myself that I'm a spirit and I could get out my body, even though I knew I was a spirit. I had to program myself. I'm a
Okay.
spirit in a body.
Okay.
And then I was able to get out my body. But
Okay.
it wasn't an overnight thing. It took a couple of weeks. It took a couple of weeks because I had to go back and practice how to open up the lower chakra again. Because when I first came out my body, I didn't know what to do. I'm like, what am I supposed to do now? I was stuck. I was in the darkness. And I could see myself on the bed when I first did it, but I didn't know what to do. Like I
Did it
started
scare you?
getting horny. You know what I mean? Yeah, when I first astral project, I heard a buzzing sound like in the lower back,
Right.
my lower back.
Yeah.
And then it's like I start getting horny. You know what that means when you get horny? That means the Kundalini activated.
Right.
So,
Right.
but I got distracted with the horny feelings, so I end up
Going back
messing
into your
up because it was so overwhelming.
right.
What you was gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say I remember an incident where I popped out of my body involuntarily. I heard that sound that you're talking about, that buzzing sound. It was right here. It was a buzzing sound.
It
It's
was
like
like,
it's an electric sound. And then the next thing you know, I was at the foot of my bed, and I was in my son's room, and I was on the bed in 3 places all at the same time. You know
oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah, and that scared the shit out of me. And I'm like, how am I here? You know what I mean? And so since that
Oh, you
happened,
saw like
I
360.
popped
Yeah.
back into my body real fast.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. There's a DVD out called Dancing with Spirits that Azazel
Yeah.
Bass sell. He used to sell it on his site.
Oh, Azazel Bear is good, man. He's good.
Yeah. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Yeah, Vicky says biolocation. That's the right word for it. Yes. Daryl, how you
Yeah.
doing? Sarah, peace, peace.
Cool.
Good to see all these people here.
Wagwan.
Yeah, that I've done it several times. You know, I'm still all these years in the occult, and I still can't do it just voluntarily. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't
You know,
put
you all right.
effort.
If you want to do it voluntary, there's a trick that I do. I make up a trigger word.
What's
Like you
that?
could create trigger words. I can't say what it is, but you can make up trigger words.
Okay.
And when you say the trigger word, it's like your body, it's like your spirit knows, okay, it's time to get out. Like you could create a chant that could take you into that dimension you're trying to go.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
you could create the dimension you want to go to by making up a chant. My chant
Okay.
usually sound like a rhyme. It sound like a rhyme, everything rhymes. When I write my spells, everything rhymes. When it rhymes, you remember better. You remember faster.
Okay.
When it
Interesting.
rhymes, it's like a trick. When you make the words rhyme,
Mm-hmm.
you remember it even faster. You can remember. So right before you drift off, you say those words. Right before you drift off to sleep, you say the words in your mind, and you will go straight to that dimension. Whatever words you're saying, that's where you're going, and wherever you want to go.
Okay.
But like I said, it took me weeks because I kept playing the record in my ears. If people want to really learn how to astral project fast, keep playing the record in your ear that says, "I'm a spirit in a body."
It's
Oh,
like
I
the
think
cat answered for you.
he want to be in the camera too. Get out of here. Yeah, I kept saying I have a book that talks about it. There's a book, the book called, I think, Dynamics by
Astral
Robert.
Dynamics. Robert Bruce.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
yes.
an excellent book.
Yo, you know how I know we powerful? Because everything that guy say, and I still astral project. I didn't even follow all of the instructions. I didn't
Okay.
follow all the instructions, but the main
Just did
instructions
it.
I follow. The main instructions that I follow, because everybody aware that the subconscious mind is programmed with repetition. That's the
Yes.
reason why they keep showing commercials on TV all day, because if you keep hearing it, it becomes reality. If you keep
Yes.
saying those words, it becomes reality. If you keep saying
Absolutely.
you're ugly, it becomes reality. If you keep
Absolutely.
saying I'm pretty, it becomes reality because you keep repeating
Absolutely.
it.
Right.
Even
Right.
if you're pretty, if you keep saying ugly, other people are going to think you're ugly. It's funny how that
Right.
works.
Right. Right.
But
Self
it's the same with
hypnosis.
astral projection.
Yes. Yes. Vicky says, like writing a rap or a poem. Hello, hey. Yes, she's talking about
Yes.
self hypnosis.
Yes, I write my spells like a rap or a poem. Everything rhymes.
Everything rhymes.
Everything rhymes.
Okay.
Yeah, I have at least 10 spells I made up over the years.
It's
There's a
just natural. Everything you
spell
do
I
is
have in
natural.
my pocket. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because a lot of stuff that I was doing, I found out in a book later on. I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't know that
Right.
it was because I knew how to I could let the dead enter your dreams, but I didn't know that was a thing.
Right.
I didn't know that they was doing that in ancient times. I just recently this week found out that they was doing that in ancient times. I'm like, but they call it the dream incubation ritual. I didn't call it
Oh,
that. I just call it I'm letting the dead enter your dreams. Yeah, just. But
interesting.
if you tell the dead to meet you in your dreams, they will. For me, they do. I don't know about everybody else. Maybe everybody's different, but when I tell the dead to enter somebody's dreams, they enter somebody's dreams. I don't know how come,
You
but
can, you,
like if you
you
want
can
to
use
talk to
that as a
somebody that
weapon.
just died, I could tell them, if you're open to it, then I tell the dead to enter your dreams. So when they enter your dreams, you're gonna remember because I already like put it as a suggestion to you, and then I told the dead, okay, she's open to you. You can enter her dreams now because we know you're not gonna be
Wow.
scared because you know. So
Yeah. That's interesting.
I'll talk about that on my channel. Like, there was a girl that came here and she wanted to talk to her boyfriend that died. He had just died. It wasn't even a month,
Hmm.
and she wasn't seeing him in the dreams. So I told him after when we did the ritual to enter her dreams. So I set up my apartment so she could relax. And I did the ritual and I call him to enter her dreams by I'll talk about it on my channel. For
Okay.
example, if the dead loved Heineken before they died, if you drink that Heineken, you could use the Heineken to call them. That's how I do it.
Okay.
Like you know what I mean? If the dead
Yeah.
like Biggie Small, you have somebody that died that like Biggie Small, you keep playing Biggie Small and they'll come because that's their favorite music.
Hmm.
It's very
Interesting.
simple, but if they yeah,
Hmm.
if they like soda, you drink the soda and that's how you call this spirit because you're doing what they like. So that's the trick I use.
Gotcha.
That's the trick, guys. Yeah. I
Okay.
use that
All right.
and then I tell them, yeah. I
Okay.
tell them to enter
Um,
my dreams or the person.
that's very, very simple. Um, Daryl
Well,
Jackson asked,
one more thing, guys. The dream world is the same world the dead lives. Remember that. You know, I found that out over the years, Magic,
mhm,
that when you're sleeping, that realm is the same place the dead goes. That's where
yep,
they are. That's why it's so easy to communicate with them in the dream realm because when you're sleeping, you're in the death realm. I call it the death realm,
you
but
do.
they call it the astral realm. But it's the same thing. It's the death realm. So you're
Yes,
basically dying every night.
yes, yes.
You die
Uh,
every night, and then you resurrect.
Sarah, I'm going to put her
Hmm.
YouTube channel in the description. Someone's asking what's your YouTube channel. I'm going to put that in the description on the video.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
sure, yes, yes. I
and
just started.
for those, I usually wait to the end, but for those who want to contact you, how do they contact you?
They could contact me on my Gmail,
Okay.
Swordswitch. You could type it. I could type it. It's breaking up. Swordswitch.com.
Okay. Swordswitch.com. Okay, but I'm
No, no,
like I
no, no,
said,
no, no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no, 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 no. Don't put swordswitch.com. Swordswitch at gmail.com.
at gmail.com.
Uh, mm-hmm.
Okay.
Swordswitch.
Daryl asks where is she from. Um, I think she said that one
I'm from
already at the
Jamaica.
beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Jamaica.
And
I was born and raised in Jamaica, and I'm a black sheep.
the black sheep, huh?
Yeah, I'm the black sheep of the family, and I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn, the devil.
Hmm. The devil in the flesh. Let me stop.
The devil. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. What is the
Yeah, but the dream world is very interesting, guys.
Oh, Portia says she's Trini. Portia also
Hi,
asks,
Portia.
are you doing reading with the dead tonight?
Nah, because when I do the reading with the dead, I don't just do it like that. I have to be prepared. This is something I have to like plan. I can't
Okay.
just do it like that over the air and stuff like that. I have to
Right.
have my apartment. I have to have my apartment set up like a. I have to have the room set up for the dead.
Okay.
And
Understood.
when you said reading, and when she said reading for the dead, what did she mean? Like call on the dead and get a reading? What's she talking about?
Portia, I think she wants you
You
to
could do is send them
elaborate
to you.
on your question.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm waiting for her to.
What
She
she
says
mean
she
by
loves to
that? She
die
said,
at night.
me too. I don't want to come back sometimes.
Yeah. Those real vivid astral travels, you hate coming back here.
Yeah, I went back in. I went backwards in time before 1988.
Did you really?
There's so many time zones and timelines. You'd be surprised. It's eternity. There's a lot of timelines. You could go backwards or forwards.
Mm.
I've met people that time traveling. They told me that the whole world was taken over by technology.
Okay. She said she wanted to know if you were doing readings to tap into the dead. That's what she was asking.
No, not tonight. No, no, not tonight.
Okay. And Vicky Washington
That,
asks,
that, that,
says,
that's not what I do. Let me tell you what I do. People come to me that want to talk to the person that died, right? So
yeah.
what I'll do is I'll ask them, what did the person like? It's easy for you to do too on your own. What did the person like? Just pull out everything that with the picture and call them. In your mind, it's that simple. Your mind is another dimension. It's not in your body. Your mind is like 360, multidimensional. So if you close your eyes and say, Peter, how you doing? He's gonna hear you. It's that
Mm.
simple. It's not complicated. But you know what I noticed? It's easier for me to communicate when they just died because they're still lingering. If I can't call somebody that died 100 ago, they gone already. They gone.
Hmm.
The only way I could call somebody that died 100 years ago is if they're stuck in the astral realm, like they can't move on because they still mad over somebody that killed them or some dumb shit. They don't want to move on.
Mm.
Which is, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But if the person just died, it takes them a while to cross over. They don't cross over right away. So it's
Right.
easier for me to call them if they died last week, a month ago, 2 months ago. It's easier for me to call them because they're still here. There's a strong possibility they didn't move on.
Okay.
Because, yeah, most people are attached. So,
Absolutely.
mhm.
Caribbean
No,
Grimoire
check out my
asks,
videos. Check out my videos and you see how I do it. You get some ideas on my channel. Okay?
uh, Caribbean Grimoire asks where in Jamaica you are from.
St. Thomas.
St.
And I
Thomas.
grew up
She is
grew
from
up in
St.
Spanish
Thomas.
Town. I grew up in Spanish Town.
Yeah, she
Ain't
is
that some
correct.
shit? They
Say it
got
again.
Spanish Town over there. I grew up in Spanish Town and I'm not Spanish.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. What is
Yeah, I'm a
the
black.
easiest system of magic that you have found?
Sex magic
Sex magic. Okay. It's
and
the easiest.
menstrual and the menstrual.
So y'all have an advantage.
Hells yeah. If you got a womb, you got a lot of advantage.
Y'all hear that, ladies? You got an advantage. You have a menstrual.
Yes, the mind is multidimensional. So if you close your eyes and call the person that passed on and say, I love you, they're gonna hear you. If you say meet me in the dreams, they're gonna meet you in the dreams because now they know that you're not afraid. See, when the dead comes to me, they comes to me because everybody is afraid. They know I'm not afraid, so they come to me. Sometimes they send in the person to me, like they let the person meet me, and then I'll know, okay, this person want to talk to them from the other side. That's how I know, because I will meet strangers off the street and they'll talk about the dead just like that. So that's how I know the dead is there, and they want me to pass a message. So I listen to the person and see what they're saying. So it's funny, the dead send people to me too. I don't really reach out to them. They send people to me. I don't. They do it, yeah, because if the person is stubborn and they too scared, then they will need somebody like me to communicate, because I'm not scared.
So you're like a mediator.
And yeah, and if you're very close to the person, they'll come to you in your dreams. If you and the person wasn't close, they're not gonna come to you. It's just like in person. If you and them not best friends, then you're not best friends when they're dead either.
Right.
It's the same thing. So sometimes people want to talk to people that died, they didn't like you. Why you want to call them now? They still don't like you. On the other side.
I've said that often. I said that, nobody changes. They don't become this ascended master just because they die. They are the same person once they die. Once they cross over, they exact same person, same personality, same beliefs. Everything's the same. That's why the goal is to
that's amazing.
Right here. Say it again.
Yes. I think that's very amazing, because I thought when you die, you become like a smart genius, like, ah.
Everybody thinks that, right? Everybody does think that. Yeah, that's not true though.
So whoever, the people that's dumb, the people that run the matrix, that's dumbing everybody down. They dumbing everybody down because they trying to control your soul too.
Yep.
They're not just trying to control us; they're trying to control our soul. That's how far they're going. They're trying to control your soul too.
Yeah.
So they want you to be dumb. So when you die, you're dumb over there, so they can control you too.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that.
And then it's gonna be hard for you to expand to the higher realm, because now you're a slave, and you're a slave to your desires.
Deep.
If you're a nympho, that's gonna be your hell.
Right. Right. Okay. Sex magic. We ain't talking about
sex magic.
Do you mean
sex magic is one of the easiest. Excuse me?
Do you
sex
mean
magic?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The sex magic, the sex magic is you're creating what you want in your reality through sex. It could be masturbation or sex with someone.
That was the question I was asking.
Yeah, to me, that's one of the easiest, because you could do it by yourself. The guy or the girl could. If you're single, you could do it alone, or you could do it with your partner. That's a bonus if the person not scared. And the idea is you bring down something besides a baby down on earth that you're thinking about, because a lot of people think that you can only have a baby with sex, and your entire reality is created with your sex energy. Believe it or not, guys, your entire reality is created with sex energy. Just look around, look at the commercials, look at everything. Porn is free. You know what I mean? The music videos, they dress sexy. Sexy. I'm not talking about the act itself, just the energy is what creates this reality. Right. Yeah, because when you having sex, that's a creative energy. Yeah. So you just be conscious of what you're thinking while you're having sex, because what you're thinking is what you're gonna manifest. I'll talk about that on my channel also. That's about high vibration sex. A lot of people have got to realize that there's a difference. We have high vibration sex and low vibration sex. Low vibration sex is body parts. That's it. You don't like the guy don't like you. He just like you because you got big titties and ass. That's it.
So
That's
you
low
just fucking,
vibration sex.
just
You just
fucking,
fucking. You're
right?
not you just fucking. You're not having no babies. You're not bringing down nothing. You still broke. You just fucking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you just fucking because
Right.
I'm telling you, I always tell people if you're with somebody and you still broke, that means you're wasting your sex energy on bullshit. Because if
Mm,
you're having sex with somebody, you're not supposed to be your life's supposed to be expanding. You're supposed to be evolving, not getting more dumbed down having sex with the person.
right.
You're supposed to be more, yeah, and you're supposed to be making more money too. Everything got
Right.
to be like that because if not, that's because you're having low vibration sex. That's why you're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and then the high vibration sex is third eye, throat chakra, the heart, from the heart up. I talk about that on my channel. So when
Yeah.
you're doing sex magic, if you want to bring down, you could bring down things with the high vibration sex and low vibration sex. But you could
Mm,
open up your third eye too and astral project, just visualizing that while you're having sex or healing. You can heal your chakras, you know.
yeah.
But the
I've
sex
manifested.
magic, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, I was gonna say I manifested a job with solo sex magic before. You know, in like three
Yeah,
days.
I believe you.
Yeah, in like
Wow.
3 days.
Yes. That's what I like about sex magic. When you do it, it happened real fast. You don't remember I told you I went to the dentist and
Yeah,
everything was free?
everything was paid for.
I
Right.
was doing the sex magic like 2 days, 3 days before that.
Mm,
So that was weird how I went to the store and I got everything for free. Up to now, the dentist didn't even call back and say you didn't pay. It's like in their mind, I paid, even though I didn't pay. So
that's what
that
I'm
it's
talking about.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I first tried it, I was in I won. I got like $6,000. It's very easy.
Yeah.
Um, I could recommend books on that too, and you can hear that on my channel. Me talking about the sex magic. You know,
Okay. You have a question.
the sex magic and the
Correct.
menstrual thing. Hmm.
Uh, Caribbean Grimoire asks, do you practice the Obeah religion and venerate their pantheon of spirits?
Obarian, Obia
Obeah.
religion.
Yeah, the Obeah religion.
Nah, I don't follow no religion.
Solo. You just
I don't
eclectic.
like. I don't like following. I don't really follow all the rules.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Eclectic.
because I think that you got to make up your own rule because it's more powerful when you make up your own rule. I feel like religion is like you following. If I follow Obia religion, right, then I'm gonna have to follow some shit they doing, and I might not want to follow that.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Because
absolutely.
all of us is gods in our own dimension. So you create your own rule. So when he said Obia religion, I feel like Obia is the same as everything else. It's the same. It's based on a thought. Everything is based on a thought. But you know,
Yeah.
I just practice witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? I do everything with my energy. I don't call something to help me. I just use my own energy. If I
Powerful.
call something to help me, it's rare that I do that.
Yeah.
And I use that with my sex energy and keeping my heart chakra light like a feather in the stormy weather.
Okay.
Yeah, your heart chakra gotta be your heart chakra. You know, I'm always having fun and laughing. That's my science.
That is a great science.
Hells yeah, I'm not mad all the time, so my vibration is always high. I don't lie every day like some people, so my vibration is always high. When you a liar, your vibration is low, very low.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be hard for you to manifest because you a liar. Your throat chakra fucked up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
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 I'm not working because my energy is that good. I don't have to go to work.
That's what I'm talking about. What
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I was gonna say, what are some of the ways that you challenge yourself?
I challenge myself by, you know, like you I do so many things. I told you I don't eat meat. That's one of the ways
Right.
I challenge myself. Yes.
No meat.
I stop eating. Yeah, not eating meat. It makes my powers more. I can't describe it, but it's not like I didn't stop eating meat because somebody said it. I stopped eating meat because the more I studied, it's like my body didn't want the meat anymore. It was like, it's weird. It was like the more I studied, the more I didn't have the urge to eat the meat anymore.
Okay.
But I noticed that when I was eating the meat, it was making me more off emotionally.
It's heavy.
You know what
Like
I'm
making a
saying?
lot of
Like
sense.
they put up, there's a lot of fear in the meat. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to astral project and doing all kind of stuff
Mm-hmm.
beyond the physical, you got to make sure your kidneys are at least clean. Your kidneys are healthy.
Mm-hmm.
The kidneys.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that from the dead. Actually, that was one of the information I got from the dead. Keep the
Okay.
kidneys clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a very important message from the other side.
Absolutely.
Notice a lot of people got messed up kidneys.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
important.
fear, the fear, yeah, the fear lives in the kidneys. You find the fear in the kidneys. You can look it up, guys. The fear is in the kidneys. So if you clean out your kidneys, you won't have any fear. That's another way to challenge yourself. Like you check and see what chakra rules which organs,
Mm-hmm.
and just
Mm-hmm.
heal that organ. Like if the solar plexus is in the stomach, that tells you that you got to keep your stomach healthy.
Right.
That's the
Right.
little tricks I use. You know what I mean? If you
Yeah.
if you have fear, practice talking in front of an audience. That might help
Okay.
when you
Okay.
when you in the astral realm. So but
Yeah.
yeah, I'll talk about
Very
the
good.
menstrual. Yeah. I want to add something about the menstrual for the females.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
One thing I learned about practicing. All right, the menstrual first body is made up of water, around 70-80% water, correct? So
Correct.
whatever you're thinking in your mind all day is programming the water in your body, including the blood. So when you take the blood out your body, the programming is still in the blood. The words you're saying in your mind is in the blood. It's imprinted in the blood, in the DNA. So that's why you work with, because whatever you're thinking in your mind is in the blood too.
Right.
If you get what I'm trying to say. So
I do.
because we see when I study the occult, when you study the occult, you have to study everything: the blood, the immune system, the cells.
Right.
Okay, so all the cells carry information. The blood
Mm-hmm.
have information. The information is whatever you're thinking and all your past memory. All your past memory is in the blood. That's why they keep messing with your blood, because all your memory is in the blood. That's why the blood is so powerful. So you could use the blood to do magic with. Put the blood. When I do my magic, I use the blood sometimes.
I was going to ask you, did you use blood a lot?
I usually keep some in my fridge. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, I keep blood in my fridge.
No.
Just in case I want to use it. Yeah, I keep it there. The blood, I don't use it a lot. It would have to be, you only use blood when I can't, when it's taking too long to manifest and I'm having a hard time. Because the
Mm,
blood is like, oh man, the blood is so powerful, it's amazing.
it is.
That's why they keep messing with our blood, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And for
Hmm.
the fellas, semen also is powerful. I've used it several times to
Yeah, with the
manifest.
fellows, they gotta watch their visualization when they busting that nut.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
fellas
When it's
gotta,
that exact moment of
guys like to watch
orgasm.
porn. Oh yeah, I see your post. That's right. You can see memories through the blood. Yep.
Yeah. Hmm.
That is a fact. So
Absolutely.
if you swallow somebody's sperm, if you're really in tune, you can see their memory from swallowing the sperm too. Because I could see a guy's memory from swallowing his stuff. I'm that in tune.
Okay.
And you know, if you're real in tune, you can see the guy memory. I've spoken to other females that said they see the guy memory when they swallow his sperm. That's because the sperm got blood in it too. Everything is in the sperm. You know.
Right on. Right on. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hello Hey says, yes, that's why a lot of vampire movies show them seeing a person's memories through the blood. And the first thing that comes to mind, the first movie that comes to mind is Underworld. They show that a lot. You was gonna say that?
Oh.
You was gonna say something?
Nah. If you do a surgery, you could even look it up. If you do an organ implant or transplant, you might start acting like the person. If you do like a heart transplant or like a
Right.
body part transplant, there's proof that people when they get the transplant, they start smoking cigarette because the other person that had the organ smoked
Smoke
cigarette.
cigarettes.
So
Yeah.
if you was to
Yeah.
the blood so that's why you could use the blood for rituals because all the memory is in the blood and the sperm.
Absolutely. And the sperm. Shit. You can use spit
Yeah,
if you
definitely
want
in the
to.
sperm.
Yeah. Did you
In the spit.
I'm sorry?
If you're really in tune, you'll see it through that too. Hmm?
Yeah.
Talking to me?
Well,
Yeah.
I was letting you talk.
Yeah, all the body fluids, all the body fluids. If you,
All the
yeah,
body fluid.
I've seen people memory from kissing them. Yeah, yep.
Hmm.
All the body fluids.
Did you
So
have
females.
any?
So a lot of times, when somebody have a question.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's why when females got to be careful, when they swallowing their sperm and stuff like that, because you never know what kind of memory you swallowing. Let me stop.
So, ladies, be careful. Okay. And you talk about all this stuff on your channel, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I talk about it. Yeah, I just started again this year my
Mm-hmm.
channel in January, but I had it up there since 2014. Communicating with the Dead Part One. I only had that up there for like 6 years. I just started again this year. So
Oh, okay. There's another question
somebody
for
said
you.
toxic seeding. Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, you see that. Yeah, you see that. Toxic seeding. Yeah.
Would would blood be better to draw seals and seagulls with?
You
Yeah,
got the
you could
floor.
use blood. You could use blood, sperm, or pee, urine. The urine is powerful too. If you're a guy, your urine is powerful.
Mhm.
Yes, Callie.
Your cat wants your attention. Damn. Talkative. Did you have any final thoughts, Queen?
Final
Any?
thoughts.
Yeah. Any for the audience,
I
the people that's looking? Do you have any final advice or suggestions or anything like that?
my okay. I think that final thought self, guys, and I said, be true to yourself
Mhm.
and be open to different things. Don't just have your mind set on one belief system because sometimes your belief system might not work and you might need to change it up. It's okay to change your belief system if you notice that you're doing the same thing for years and it's not working. Maybe it's because you should change your belief system. So,
Right.
sometimes people don't want to do that and be true to yourself, you know?
True to yourself.
Yeah.
Wise
That's one of my
words.
favorite lines. Be true to yourself.
Be true to yourself.
Yeah,
You
and
have
check out
another
my
one.
my yeah, check out my channel.
I'm
Swords
going to
with
put your information in the description box so that anybody who wants to contact you can go directly to your
okay.
channel, you know. And I want to thank you for coming on here and giving us
Mm-hmm.
some of your wisdom today. Queena Swordz, y'all.
Thank you,
Hope y'all enjoyed this.
guys.
Be sure to check her out on her channel. And
Check out my channel if you want to ask more questions about the menstrual blood thing and communicate with the dead, and check out the videos I have about it.
Yeah, she got some videos and she got some good stuff.
Or if you need suggestion about some books, I got over 200 books, so I got some good books if you need book recommendation.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And with that, we are out of here. Thanks again. Thanks y'all for watching. I'm Magick La Croix.
Right.
This is Queena Swordz.
Bye.
Y'all have a good evening. Peace.
Bye, guys. Have fun. How do you cut it off?